so here's the thing. I was going to write a long response for Alachia's video, excellent 1 hour video, not quite 1 hour, on her reaction to the Warcraft New Beginning, The Beginning, whatever beginning, movie. I was going to write it because I'm better at writing, and my speech usually comes across as muddled and not as eloquent as it is in my head. But I know she likes videos, so I thought I would indulge her. The thing is, I actually hated the movie. I absolutely hated it. I found it very difficult to find things that I actually liked about it. I know that's an unpopular opinion among Warcraft fans. I know a lot of people are excited to see the places that they loved in-game show up, and I love that too. I don't want to take away from it. I love seeing the flight path into Stormwind, or I love seeing, but did we see that much? Really? I mean, really? What do you think about it? What did we see? We saw some Stormwind, we saw a dark portal, I guess, but I didn't see any sweeping vistas of Azeroth, really. I was expecting, I guess since I knew there would be one griffin, I was expecting them to be a little bit more prevalent than one griffin. I was expecting to see more of a sweeping vista of the world, I guess. Like think of Lord of the Rings when I mean, it's shot in New Zealand, but it's got like the big over sense of space and time, space and distance. We didn't see an Azeroth like that, really. But that's digressing. So after the first 5 minutes, I wanted to leave. I hated it so much. I was so angry and disappointed. The movie has had me excited for a really long time, and when I started seeing previews and shots, I really thought we were going to get something great. I really, really did. They were showing bits and pieces of action and story that felt like it had been done right. I really felt like, wow, they've really done it right. And they're starting with the beginning, you know, they don't start at the beginning, and the first 5 minutes of the film were so disjointed and muddled and badly written and edited, and the actors sounded uninterested and unengaged in this epic battle of worlds and survival that you've lived in for so long. I played WoW since 2005. I'm deeply invested, and they reduced it into something that didn't make sense to me in the first 5 minutes, and I thought, I'm going to hate this. I'm going to absolutely hate this. And I was so disappointed because I was really expecting something great. I was expecting them to bring to life, you know, like a Warcraft cinematic is amazing. Up until this point, I really wanted them to do a StarCraft movie with Kerrigan's story. I wouldn't trust them to do that now. I trust the Warcraft cinematic team to do it. But stick together their cinematics and call it a movie. But trust them to have a Hollywood director or writer or screenwriter or something edit and chop up a story that is rich in complexity and nuance, and chop it up into something that was incoherent. I found it incoherent. I thought there were snippets of good acting. Paul Patton, I thought, did a good job with what she was given. But seriously, she's like this big next to the others. I thought, really? She's like, have you ever played an orc? They're huge. and just the dialogue was stilted and what's it called, expository. Instead of giving me characters, they gave me explanations of why we're going to fly over here now, even though they weren't even good explanations. And I don't understand why did Khadgar show up in their version of the film? I mean, really, who is this guy? And what the hell is a guardian? They didn't explain anything, and it was trite. And the only great and truly brilliant thing about it was the orcs. I thought Durachan was amazing. He really was very, very good. And they could have done so much with this movie, and the fact that they didn't, the fact that they screwed up the whole opportunity to make a rich world come to life and distill it into this tiny little thing is bitterly disappointing, and I hate it for that. I really do. I will watch it again. Of course I will. But not because it's a great film, and they ruined it. They had an opportunity to show the depth of Warcraft and the world that so many millions love, and they reduced it into some scenes of Travis Fimmel flashing his little roguish smile, and I'm not even sure what the point was, really. I know a lot of people don't feel this, but I think maybe it's my expectations and what I know it could have been, or what I was hoping it could have been, that made it so disappointing to me. I'm going to try and watch it again without, I know you can't reduce your expectations, but I'm going to try to watch it without expecting it to be good, and see if I can see why some people say it's a good action movie. Maybe it's the case, but it could have been something much, much more. There you go. That's my reaction. Hated it. Absolutely hated it, and hated it for disappointing me.